Dr. Chung here, just waiting outside for my Brazilian Jiu Jitsu class to start. And I figured I'd take a moment to answer a question that I often get whenever people hear that I do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and CrossFit. Some people, when they hear that I do these activities, they'll say something like, how can you be a chiropractor and do something like Jiu Jitsu or CrossFit when you know that these things aren't necessarily great for your spine? And there's a little bit of truth to that, right? Because there are a lot safer ways to exercise than doing CrossFit or Jiu-Jitsu. I could go on a cardio machine, like an exercise bike. I could go for a run. I could do more traditional bodybuilding and strength training. I could exercise with bands. And all those things are associated with less injury rates than something like CrossFit or Jiu-Jitsu. So the first thing that I'll say is that when you're picking an exercise, it should be something that you enjoy. Research has shown that the people that are most likely to stick with a fitness program are people that actually enjoy the work that they're doing. If you don't enjoy the work and going to the gym is a drag, you are much less likely to get long-term benefit from it because you're going to stop once your motivation runs out. The next thing I'll say is that not everything that you do has to be safe. There's benefit towards doing things that are a little bit risky for you. A, it helps build a mental reserve and a mental resiliency that is good for mental health. And B, whenever you're doing something that is a little bit risky, there's a benefit of using your brain to accomplish that task, because whenever you're doing something that's a little bit dangerous, you have to put a lot of effort and concentration into accomplishing that task safely. So does this mean that I'm just going to send anyone into doing CrossFit or Jiu-Jitsu? Of course not. I'm going to take their previous health status into account. If you're someone that just herniated a disc in their neck or back, I'm not going to throw you into a high intensity activity where you can get hurt again before building you back up in order to make your body prepared for that activity. But if you're otherwise healthy and you've recovered from an injury and you've built your body up to being able to do some of these activities that are a little bit riskier, and I'm not going to discourage people from doing it, because there is strong benefit towards doing activities that have a little bit of risk involved.